What's going on, guys? Welcome to another awesome show, Truth Over Feelings TV, the raw show online, everywhere, period. So today, before I say today, I'm your host, Conscious, aka Kent. I have a special guest on my show today. Very special guest. Certified personal trainer, cook, entrepreneur, bad motherfucker, martial artist, working on his black belt right now in Taekwondo as we speak. Come on, man. Mr. Michael, welcome.
So, Ken, thanks for having me on.
Thank you for coming on, man.
Good, man.
So, this is a special day or special night because you guys are going to get the raw truth. And this is going to go viral, absolutely. Because what you're going to learn on here is a lot about women. You're going to learn a lot about simping. You're going to learn a lot about just certain philosophies that you should go about on a daily when you're dealing with women and just different factors. So let's talk about, Mr. Michael, let's talk about simps and why they are such a cancer to us alphas.
Well, I don't say simps are cancer to us alphas. I just think that they're cancer to society as a whole.
Gotcha.
Yeah, because the thing is, they allow women's bad behavior and they let it just slide. They don't want to discipline them. They don't want to put them in their place. And, if I say this and a woman gets on your podcast, they're going to be like, oh, put them in their place. Like, no, it doesn't mean put them in their place like they're a fucking dog. Like, that's what a lot of these stupid women like to act like.
Right.
It's not that. It's just checking your girl. It's like being like, hey, act right. You know what I mean? Because women don't know when to act right. And that's the thing. That's what guys are there for, because men are naturally fucking leaders. And they don't think so. They don't like it. They think that, oh, I can lead myself. Man, shut the fuck up. Exactly. No, you can't. All right, let's just keep it at that.
Absolutely. I mean, to add on to what you said, we are born leaders, man. No matter how you look at it, men will continue to be leaders. In general, in my opinion, I feel like all men have the ability to be leaders, but the problem is some guys forgot their way and they started leaning more towards femininity and becoming, as I like to say, a female cheerleader.
And I blame societal conditioning because of that, and programming with Disney and upbringings with their parents, specifically moms,
right?
Because moms are always going to root for the women. They're always going to be like, hey, be good to your mom. She's a woman. Women deserve this. Women deserve that. The truth is, everyone in this world, men, they do behave like simps at one point in their life. And, some of them have to get out of that. Some of them have to learn how to get out of that. And some of them just never do get out of that.
So for the people or for the men that don't get out of that, how's that becoming a problem for alphas?
So it's making women think that they're bigger than what they really are. And it's creating a problem for us alphas as leaders. It's making it harder for us to have women that we want to take in a long-term commitment. So those guys are basically like ruining it for everyone else when they don't even realize that they're ruining it for themselves as well. They think that, oh, I'm going to reward her for her bad behavior. Her bad behavior is going to get me some pussy. And it's not, because women are not attracted to a man who's just going to let them just run wild and be free. Women need someone to lead them so they can feel safe. And then once they feel safe, women will give you what you want. If you give them what they want, they need security.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the problem. Simps don't provide security. They just provide like excess shit that women don't need. So that's the problem with simps and simping and modern women and all that bullshit. So they're all on some fuck shit. So
Stop right there for the people that missed that, because that was a whole lot of packaged game right there that went. I know it clearly went over people's head. I need you to repeat that ending process of what it does to us. That was so powerful.
Yeah, so that beta males or simps, whatever you want to call them, they reward women for their bad behaviors. Women don't seek just freebies naturally. That's just their conditioning through society. They actually want a man who can protect them because they don't feel protected when a man just lets them act however the fuck they want. And that's the problem with women in general, is they act however they want unless they have that man to lead them.
That's right, man. Yo, the type of game, first of all, that you drop on the show, thank you so much, man. Because this you guys didn't get this from nowhere else, man. Because people, like, when they go on different shows, they kind of like, oh, I want you to say this, I want you to say this. Like, this is as raw as it gets. And that raw truth is what's gonna, touch certain areas of women, psychological state, to let them understand, if they're paying attention, what we really require of them. See, women are going to talk, oh, men are difficult and men are dogs and all this kind of stuff. No, we're not. We're very simple. We know, we're very direct. We know exactly what we want, because to be a leader, you have to be simple, direct, and you have to have order. And you have to have discipline. So if you have all of those things in place, you have a leader in place. You can't have one of those things missing, because then the whole thing's going to fall apart like fucking cookie cake and crumble. So it's it's very imperative that if you have a good dude, right, that you're talking to, right, and I'm not talking about beta or simp, right, I'm just talking this in general. If you women out there have a good dude, and you know you have a good dude, if he's telling you what he needs from you, chances are you should fucking listen. Don't push that shit to the wayside and just be like, oh, okay, he just talking, he's getting on my nerve. Because y'all don't realize how much y'all get on our fucking nerves. How do you feel about that?
Yeah, I feel like men are too afraid to speak up about that shit, because then they have to hear about, oh, you hurt my pussy feelings and this and that. Man, nobody gives a shit. But the thing is, people don't want to deal with the fucking backlash of, women's emotions, and women don't know how to act when they're emotional. They just start throwing shit. They start trying to stab you with their heels and stuff like that, man. Women are fucking crazy because they live their life based on emotions. Not all women, but like 95% of women do not think logically because their upbringing was so simple.
Facts.
Yeah.
Facts.
So
when you coming from, so how does that affect a man in a relationship when a woman is 95% thinking from her emotions instead of logic? How does that conflict with a logical thinker, in your opinion?
Well, the way that it conflicts with the logical thinker is it can get someone in trouble a whole lot. Like, I was watching a video of Andrew Tate saying he was at a late night chicken spot and how these three guys got out of a car and they just cut everyone in line, and his girl was saying, oh, they just cut in front of us, and, we need to tell them to get behind us and get behind the line. And he told her to shut the fuck up, which he was right. And I actually agree with that, because, yes, it's annoying. Yes, people are fucking assholes. Yes, people are inconsiderate. And, yeah, they deserve to get their ass whooped, but you don't know what kind of shit those people would do in a situation where they just call you out. And basically he was saying that there's a guy's girl that was in front of them or some shit like that,
Right.
saying that when the girl told him like, "Hey, you need to get behind us in the line, get all the way to the back," they knocked her the fuck out, and then they knocked the man out after that. So it's like, man, just because you're living your life on emotions does not mean it's always right and it's always safe.
Exactly.
You know, sometimes logic and sometimes dealing with the man is the best way, even though you might not like it. I mean, because who likes to be told what to do? It's like having a job, but this man actually likes you, loves you. I mean, and he's willing to do anything to give you a better life, even though it might not be as free and liberating as being by yourself. Women cannot be alone. Women are not capable of being alone. That's why they need attention.
Absolutely. They're straight attention.
Women post shit like half naked photos on their Instagram and their food pictures because they know it's going to get likes because of the fact that they're women. And that's the problem with these fucking simps is they think, oh, if I give her attention, then I'm going to get her. No, it's not like that, dude. Yeah, I mean, everybody at like slips and they might fuck up a little bit here and fucking there.
Yeah.
But realistically, come on, dude. You got to be better than that shit.
Right.
No woman is worth like your fucking self-respect. I'm gonna give her likes. Oh, no, dude. Get the fuck out of here, dude. You're a fucking bitch for that crap, dude.
Exactly, man. You know, this is the stuff that need to be talked about because it's not enough people like really telling it like it is, man. There's so many simps, and I agree with you. It's like women could just post themselves in the nude on a beach and obviously covering up their private parts sometimes. Some of them really are very vulgar. But they'll post something like that on the beach and they'll be like, and it's you could tell it's clickbait. They're like, oh, just getting a suntan.
Man, just trying to get attention. Shut the fuck up, dude. We all know that you're not just trying to get some sun.
You looking for motherfuckers to slide in your DM.
Slide into your DMs, man. Get the fuck out of here.
But you better hope when they slide in your DM, they find out. Hopefully, they find out you ain't got no kids.
Oh yeah, dude. But then they think, oh, well, my cookies is worth the wait even when I got kids. It's like, bro, shut up, man. Your shit isn't worth the wait because a man could go pay a fucking prostitute if he really wants pussy, because if men have the money, like that's the thing. They don't understand. They think that, oh, my prostitutes are dirty and this and that. I'm like, bitch, half the women you fuck with are dirty. Like, if they don't know how to keep their fucking legs closed, they might have an STD just like the fucking prostitute that you're trying to go fuck on the street corner or in the salon or whatever the fuck it is. You know what I mean?
Facts.
So fuck that shit, dude.
Yeah, this world is very corrupt, bro. At what point did you started like really noticing, like how bad the simping has got?
Well, you know, like I said, I think in the previous like minutes in the beginning of the video, man, I said that at one point every male was a simp or so. And, you know, once you start to realize that women have bad behavior and you realize that this whole entire world is corrupt, man, you start seeing it for yourself. When did I see it? Man, it got to the point to where I just started realizing that, you know, the government tries to program us with their media and their news and their censorship and all this other crap.
Right.
Talking about, oh, you can't say this. You have to say this. Their stupid narrative. That's probably the proper word that I'm looking for. Their narrative and everything is when I started realizing that simping was getting out of hand because these men are just brainwashed. They're not naturally simps. Men are not naturally simps, and women are not naturally attention whores. But with the media brainwashing us with music, with news, with social media, all this shit is the reason why people are acting the way they do act.
Come on now. You're breaking it down.
I mean, back like 10, like 15 years ago, whatever, man. Right. Before Facebook and all that other shit, MySpace was around, and MySpace was like not like posting your half naked pictures or whatever. It was just an escape from your everyday life and the stress of life itself. Right. Women were privileged anyway. Women were privileged to get into the fucking clubs. Right. And everything, but now it's just gotten so out of hand because of social media. Right.
So I mean that statement you made just now, that can't be argued. I mean, I think every man in the United States could agree with that statement, that the privilege has been so prominent for so long that right now the comment section should be on fire when people see this, because how many guys have went to the club before and they watch women get in for free? And then when we walk up, it's like, oh, 30. Dude, how much do you charge at the door? 30. And then you pay 30 because you want to get in, you want to have a good time. You know what I'm saying? You want to socialize, you want to drink if that's your avenue. And then the guy right behind you, he like, oh, how much is it to get in? 40. And we don't know the difference in the discrepancy that's going on, because we're men. And we have financial abundance about us. We don't trip on stuff like that. So we're gonna pay and not knowing that we getting screwed over by the next man, or the next man's getting screwed over by the next man. But all along, the women getting in for free, all because of their looks, all because the guy at the door is really a fucking simp.
It's not only because of their looks. The reason why they used to let women in for free is because they knew it would bring in business. It would bring in more men to pay. For sure. Because naturally men are supposed to be the fucking providers or whatever.
For sure.
You know, and they knew that men would be spending money at the bars to get women drunk so they could take them home, even though, like, what's crazy is that they're only thinking about their profits and they're not really thinking about, oh, how can I help this dude out? You know, they're only thinking about money, and that's what's wrong with the world too. That's another topic for another time, because right now we're talking about women simping and all that other shit. But
just to give not to cut you off, just to give a synopsis of what that could be in a further broadcast or interview or whatever you want to call it. I know you got something on your chest because you kind of wanted to say it. So what do you want to say about that? Just a little bit. What do you want to say about that? By that being a problem in the world.
Yeah. So everyone makes everything about money. They talk about, oh yeah, I love people, I love my brother, this is my brother, this is my sister, this and that. And it's like, no, dude, not really, because as soon as you get a fucking chance, dude, and this person is in need of help, you're not willing to fucking help them out.
Facts.
You're willing to fucking help them out only when it benefits you. That's the problem with a lot of fucking people.
Yeah.
Because if you see a homeless person on the fucking street, you don't want to help them. You only tell them, oh, get a job, but you don't really care about what got him into that position. You might be in a good mood to where you want to fucking give him maybe like $5 or go buy him a fucking like Big Mac from McDonald's or whatever the fuck people eat nowadays, man. I don't eat none of that garbage ass fast food shit. So, to be honest, yeah, man, people don't give a shit about anyone. They're just hypocrites. You know, that's why we're here to keep it real. That's why I'm starting my own YouTube channel too.
For sure.
And I'm going to just piss a lot of people off because I piss off a lot of people even in person. So to me,
nice.
It's nothing new.
Yes, for sure. But that's different. That's because you have your own opinion. That's because you're a leader. That's because you have your own you have your own individual way of thinking that separates from a lot of sheep. And the thing is, when you're a sheep, everyone has to think the same. Everyone has to agree on the same topic. But when you have a different idea and you stand behind that idea, obviously people can look at you crazy. Obviously people can get pissed off at you because it's like, what gives you the right to actually voice your opinion, and that's so different from everybody else. So that's commendable from me to you. That's commendable because I'm the same way. You know, my thought process doesn't always agree with everybody, and you know, I don't give, including the toes, 20 shits about what people got to say about me.
Man, I give zero shits. Here's the thing, look. I mean, it's better to be a lone wolf. That's why the wolf is the predator and sheep are the prey. That's the problem. People don't fucking understand that. People don't see that in themselves. People think, oh, well, it's safer because strength in numbers. But strength in numbers applies to certain situations. It doesn't apply to every situation. And I think that's where people get that shit confused because the lone wolves are the most powerful because people who are loners have more time on their hands to get shit done, to do more research and learn about things that can benefit their lives. They don't spend time going to fucking clubs trying to get girls on the weekend and stuff like that because they're busy trying to think of ways to make money. See, the thing is, women come when you get money, not when you're just working your stupid 9-to-5 that you hate and everything. Yeah, sure. I mean, you're going to go through struggle and everything, but that's part of growth and that's part of character building. People don't get that. People just think like-minded, like you said, sheep, you know, and that's dangerous because it's like when you can't think for yourself and you have to have other people think for you because it's just not going to end well, man. When you have a government that's trying to tell you how to think and everything, that's a problem. That's really a problem. Like, I don't trust the government for anything, and I don't listen to anything they say. So what? Sue me, you know what I mean? Like, what are they going to do? I mean, a lot of people don't listen to them. A lot of people don't trust them. A lot of people just don't care what the government has to say because the government didn't make me.
Yeah.
And who did the government buy this planet from to tell people that they have to pay for things on this planet too? That doesn't make any sense.
That's a big.
You don't own me, dude. You can't tell me what to do, and you can't. No.
I feel the same way, man. You hit the nail on the head. I mean, just who gives these people the authority to basically try to play God?
Mm-hmm.
Can't do that. And when you start doing that, that's when you start running into issues that you don't have answers to, you know. But hey, we're just gonna have to let them find out on their own, right?
Yep, let them find out on their own. It's not my problem.
Right.
I worry about me because they're so worried about what I'm doing. They never liked me, and then once I walk away from them, then they're starting to be like, oh, what's he up to? What's Michael doing? Oh, I gotta see him, what he's up to. Man, I don't care about none of you motherfuckers, dude. I know I cuss a lot because that's just the way I am. I keep it 100. I don't care. People will be like, oh, he cusses too much. That's
bro, hey, you good over here, man. This is Truth Over Feelings TV, man. You could be as raw as you want to be, man. We fuck with that shit over here. Yeah. So definitely bring that forward. Be yourself, bro. We like that over here.
Yeah.
To conclude this very soon, as we gotta wrap this up for time purposes. But do you have anything else you want to add to what we talked about?
I mean, we could save more for other podcasts or whatever, like other times that we talk.
Okay.
This was good. You know, I'd like to add more for like, you know.
Throw something in there to close this up. How do you feel about, do you think women that have kids still have the same value that they had before they had the kids? Or,
I mean, you can tell by my facial expression. First of all, dude, ain't nobody going to take care of your motherfucking kids. All right? Because that's a responsibility the man has to take for a woman's poor decisions.
Yeah.
All right? And then they'll be like, oh, well, he doesn't have to take care of my kid. Bitch, shut the fuck up. Look.
Yep.
If you two end up getting serious,
yep,
you're going to expect him to take care of that kid because men are naturally providers.
Right.
Me personally, I don't want to take care of no one else's kid except for my own if I do have my own kids. Gotcha. Because it's not a responsibility I signed up for. Yeah, sure. It's true that you can't control who you fall in love with. But it's not a first option of mine, and I don't think it's fair that I have to take care of someone else's child, and then the dad is going to be in the picture and all this other shit. Throughout that kid's life, the kid is not going to respect the stepfather or whatever you call it. No, like I don't think that it's like I don't agree with taking care of another person's child. A woman with kids, no kids, all that shit. I mean, honestly, man, it's just women are disastrous towards men in general.
I agree.
So I can't really say good things about having a girlfriend that has kids. I mean, I've tried it in the past.
Same.
But, when you guys have plans for a date or whatever, but she has no bitch ass babysitter, she has to cancel. And it's the most annoying shit in the world. I'm sorry, man. I don't like kids. I'm not going to lie to you. I do not like kids. Yeah, I was a kid at one point. People are going to tell me, oh, yeah. But, dude, no. Kids are annoying. All right? Let's just keep it real, because Truth Over Feelings TV over here. And then, my podcast is going to be the Raw Truth podcast.
Yeah, y'all go check that out when he uploads his channel and content. Y'all go check out the Raw Truth for sure.
Yeah. So I just don't like kids. I never liked kids. I think they're annoying. I mean, if people get offended by that, man, I got a lot of things that I'm going to say that are going to offend people. It is what it is, man. You can't make everyone happy in this world.
That's right. That's right.
I mean, you know how many people I pissed off in my martial arts gyms over the years? How many people I pissed off doing jiu-jitsu and stuff, telling them I like Muay Thai more? Man, I don't care.
Yeah.
Let them get angry.
That's right.
And the thing is that you actually taught me was, man, stop giving people like your energy. Like you're giving them like too much of your frustration, this and that, man. If you just stay calm, it'll just backfire on their ass.
Absolutely. I appreciate you for shouting me out like that, man. And I'm glad that I was able to help, as you helped me out in a lot of ways to think about a lot of things, even regarding to like choices making in my future when it comes to finances. I learned a lot of stuff from you too, that, don't be afraid to try out new avenues. You don't always have to be stuck in one particular industry. You can kind of move around and, figure out where your heart is. And I learned that from you firsthand, and I'm actively right now implementing that, as you know.
Yeah, I mean, because the thing is, man, making all that money doesn't apply to one thing, one direction in your career. You have to try and do multiple things. You got to have multiple passions. And if you want to use every passion you have and turn it into a money-making way of life, then, yeah, go ahead. I think everyone should do what makes them happy. But the thing is, there is times where people turn their passions into a career and they lose passion for what was once their passion.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so I would actually recommend for people who want to try something, look into something that you could possibly become passionate about and enjoy later on as you turn it into a career. Like me, I want to try and make a career with fixing computers. Like, so I don't know much about it, but I know later on as I get better at it, like I do with every other hobby of mine, gardening, cooking, martial arts, whatever. As soon as I start to understand it and I get better at it, I start to like it more and more and more, and I want to learn more about it. So instead of making something that I'm passionate about a career, I want to make something a career that I can become passionate about.
Nice, well said.
Yeah. So
we definitely will have further conversation in the future. As you guys can see, this brother's very well knowledgeable, very honest, which we don't have a lot in today's society. Is a lot of phony, fabricated people who are only going to tell you what you want to hear, all to keep your feelings in check. But deep down, you're not growing. You're not like this plant over here that's starting to grow into a beautiful tree, if you would. You're kind of an empty skull without any type of common sense. But thank you so much, Michael, for coming on the show, and look forward to doing further interviews with you in the future to spread this great knowledge that you put on today and tonight.
Yeah,
Um,
for sure.
stay blessed out there. You want to add anything? Let the people know the social media that you got right now up where they can follow you.
All right, so I have several social medias. So I just made a TikTok for my YouTube channel that's coming soon called the Raw Truth Podcast. Sorry, and then I made a new Instagram, the official Raw Truth Podcast. And then you guys can also follow my food page on Instagram, which is MMA Foodie. And those are all my social media platforms. Soon, I'll probably make a Twitter, and I'll probably have a page on Facebook for you guys to like or follow on there too. But
Excellent.
right now, I'm just working with Instagram and TikTok. So, yeah.
Well, guys, thank you guys for tuning in. My boy Michael, thank you for coming on the show. And
All right, man.
If you're new to my content, make sure you like, share, subscribe, turn on bell notifications because this show is going up. We taking over, man, and we taking over one broadcast, one show at a time. Until next time, you guys be safe out there. Love you guys. Be thoughtful and alphas. Stay leaders, man. We need more of y'all out there. Peace.